Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Nashville. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This is Mostert. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier. Rashaan Evans on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners have taken the early lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete. Started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M. And also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M. Planned to become an orthopedic surgeon. But being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
That's good for a Tennessee.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
Incomplete.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Down at the 33-yard line.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Tannehill's pass complete to Derrick Henry. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On second down, Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working from the gun, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, it's going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Tannehill now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Number 8.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And it's up and good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Take over 1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
San Francisco.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine first half from quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to be dropped following. A pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Henry the ball.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
D. Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to Richie James. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And James has it. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Keeps himself upright. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Now Mostert. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. Or would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tannehill on first down. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ryan Tannehill sacked by Fred.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. Cross. Two.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Mostert. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, you got deep? 11.
They'll run with Mostert, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 7 yards the pick up there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
Now Tannehill. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.